What's up, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in to another Sofi update. We have to break down the charts, my thoughts, of course, what I'm looking to do, and we'll go over the indexes later in the video, which as of now, guys, we're all over the place. We have some red, we have some green, so let's dive into it. If you guys find value, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter. That's down below, and so is the Patreon, where I post my portfolio updates every single week. Make sure you guys get in there, and with that being said, cheers again. Let's dive into it. So it's currently about 11:30 a.m. on the East Coast, and we have SoFi technology stock up over 2%, and we're back over $13 a share, which you guys probably know yesterday, well, we dumped off a cliff as we got the 30-year bond yield and the 10-year to start spiking. We got word that the 20-year bond auction, there wasn't much demand, or as much demand as they wanted to see, right? So that caused a bit of mayhem yesterday in the bond market, and that sent stocks, well, down. And we've been volatile for the last couple of days due to the bond market. Also, of course, we had Moody's, slash the U.S.'s credit rating. We all already know that. That's old news at this point. And stocks have been a bit rocky the last couple of days. And SoFi yesterday, in the middle of the day, dumped off a cliff, from 1330 all the way down to about 1275. That was the low, I think, on the day yesterday. That was a 4.3% drop, and we closed at about 1280. So I guess the fact that right now we're up 2% on the day, and we're actually back over $13, that's a good sign. But we did take out the lows from yesterday, guys. SoFi this morning in the pre-market was not looking so pretty. We hit $12.60, which again, yesterday's low was $12.75, and we closed at $12.80. So we took out that low from yesterday, and then we've been rallying since. So we can't be too harsh on SoFi here, but we did take the low out. We did. And, we're rallying a bit. Now we're back over 13. But are we going to fail here? Are we going to fail here? Which as of now, it kind of looks like we're starting to. This on the 5-day, 5-minute is, showing us clearly SoFi has been downtrending the last couple of days. Lower lows, lower highs. And where we are now at the top of this trend line, we're testing another lower high. Look at this. This is the moment of truth for the bulls. If we fail here at this trend line at 1310, 1315, we might start going down again. But if we're able to break this trend line and take out the highs from yesterday, that's the important spot. Yesterday we hit about 1330. If we're able to take 1330 out, start to build momentum out of there, that's where, okay, we might start building up some momentum. We could start, moving a bit aggressively there. But until then, bears kind of have an edge in the short term. Now that we're seeing this downtrend, it's still intact as of right now on this 5-day, 5-minute. But again, SoFi's up 2%. Can't be too mad at that. But you see here on this 30-minute chart as well, we're making lower lows, lower highs, still on a downtrend under the 180 SMA on this 30-minute chart, which that needs to break as well for this to start reversing overall, which I don't know if we're there yet, guys. But yeah, man. Well, clearly we're not there yet, but if we start taking out 1330, 1350 plus, okay, maybe we start, building momentum. But we got to be patient. That's what it comes down to, guys. We got to be patient with this stock. It hit almost $15 about a week ago, and since really last Friday, it's been downhill for SoFi. And again, a lot of stocks due to what's been going on with Moody's, the bond market. Yields are going up. There's fear that demand for U.S. treasuries, right, U.S.'s debt, it's going down, right? And these foreign countries don't want to fund the U.S.'s deficits anymore. There's some fear around that, which obviously, I mean, the U.S., the dollars, the reserve currency, we're going to be okay overall, in the grand scheme of things. But right now, it's a little bit rocky, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. But that is how SoFi is looking right now, midday update, guys. And on the 4-hour chart, if I quickly zoom in and show you guys this, it does look like we are seeing support around this 180 SMA at about 1250. That's a good sign as of now. But we're not, again, getting the full-on reversal. And we're noticing here we do have this inverse head and shoulders. We see it right here, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. That's still intact, but we got to actually, get the confirmation of a pop for this to even start to play out, or, for this to start playing out, which we're not seeing it yet. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and join the free email stock newsletter, by the way. Shameless plug if you haven't done that already. I send out my top stocks weekly to your email for free, linked down below. So let me show you now some other stocks that are moving right now. We have OKLO, man. This thing is relentless, up another 7% today. And this stock over the last couple of weeks is up, I think, over 100%. Yeah, 120% off the lows from April, which is nuts. Over 120% actually. And now we're getting a clear pop off the 50 SMA. We're up 7% on the day. We're starting to get some momentum here again, and you guys can see where we've kind of been chopping around the last couple of days, right around here. Really, the last week, OKLO's been in the mid-high 30s. It touched the low 40s a couple days ago. So now we're breaking back out to the top of this range, 40, 41, 42. My alert's actually at 42. And it kind of looks like it's going to test that, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, right? And if we break 40 to 42 on OKLO again, there could be a lot more upside. I think this could be a runner, and we've seen it go nuts before. You know what I mean? You remember a couple months ago the historic run the stock had. Kind of looks like it's getting ready for another one. I mean, it's already up 120% off the lows, and the bulls are not letting up as of now. So OKLO, keep your eyes on it. Is this GameStop I see? Oh my goodness, guys. GameStop is up 6% on the day. I'm not sure what's going on with GameStop. Not seeing any news here, but yeah, man, the stock's going crazy today. I don't know why, up 5-6%. And we're actually breaking out to a multi-month, not month, I guess, but multi-week high on GameStop. And it kind of looks like we have an inverse head and shoulders playing out here. So I'm watching that. AMC's also moving. So it might just be one of those days where the meme stocks are all moving together. I don't know why, but we'll see. And then Coinbase is another mover here, which has been moving ever since earnings. The S&P 500 inclusion, which I don't know when the date or what date they're going to be included by, but we'll see how that goes. Either way, Coinbase is up 3.5% on the day, really making a big move, and so is CrowdStrike, which I own. I've been buying the dip on this. Well, not now. It's not. The dip's gone. But when it was dipping, I was buying the dip. And now it's back to the mid 400s. It's up 2.7%. CrowdStrike has earnings coming up. Looks like here, oh wow, on the 3rd of June. So coming up in a couple of days, about a week, 10 days, we're going to get their earnings. And it kind of looks like, well, we've been flat for a good 3 months. And you could also say we have a cup and handle here as well. You guys noticed that, the cup, the handle. So if I don't know if we're going to break out before earnings, but if we take out 450, that cup and handle could play out real quick. Momentum could really start to build up towards 500, but it kind of comes down to earnings, guys. I don't think we're going to make a big move before earnings because it's already up a lot. But we'll see. We'll see how CrowdStrike does. If they crush earnings, though, hey, maybe that cup and handle plays out and we go to $500. That'd be nuts. But no guarantees, obviously, guys. There are no guarantees in the stock market, as you all know by now, or you should know by now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, guys. Join the Patreon, the email list, all the links are down below, guys. You know where the links are. And yeah, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.